Ms. Harris here with today's lesson, Factoring Complex Trinomials, which simply means factoring trinomials whose lead coefficient is greater than 1 and can't be factored out as the greatest common factor. We'll begin with factoring the trinomial 4x squared minus 17x plus 4. This process, which I did not create, has 6 steps. Always begin by determining if there are common factors. There aren't any common factors in this trinomial. Step 2. Remove the lead coefficient and multiply it by the constant. We'll circle the 4 and multiply it by the constant 4. And then we'll write our new trinomial, which is x squared minus 17x plus 16. We'll then factor our new trinomial. Write out the factors of positive 16, remembering to include negative factors, and find the pair that has a sum of negative 17, which is negative 1, negative 16. We'll then divide each of those factors by our original lead coefficient, which is 4. We'll simplify all fractions that can be simplified. In this case, we'll simplify 16/4, which is 4. For those fractions that cannot be simplified, we'll move the denominator that it becomes the variable's coefficient. For 1/4, we'll move the 4 in front of the variable x and rewrite that factor as 4x minus 1. And we're done. The factors of the trinomial 4x squared minus 17x plus 4 are 4x minus 1 and x minus 4. Let's try another. We'll factor the trinomial 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. Step 1, factor out a greatest common factor. There aren't any common factors, so we'll proceed to step 2. Circle the lead coefficient 2 and multiply it by the constant 3. Our new trinomial is x squared plus 5x plus 6. We'll write the positive factors of 6 since there are only positive numbers in this trinomial. The pair that has a sum of 5 is 2 and 3. Next, we'll divide those factors by our original lead coefficient of 2. We can simplify the fraction 2 halves, which gives us the factor x plus 1. Since we cannot simplify the fraction 3 halves, we move the denominator 2 that it becomes the coefficient of the variable x, giving us the factor 2x plus 3. The factors of 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 are x plus 1 and 2x plus 3. Let's factor one more trinomial, 4y squared plus 30y plus 14. This trinomial does have a common factor. Its greatest common factor is 2. We'll factor out the 2, which leaves us 2y squared plus 15y plus 7. The 2 we factored out is still a factor. We'll place it below in our answer to ensure we do not forget about it. Now we'll factor the remaining trinomial. There's still a lead coefficient, which we'll circle and multiply by the constant 7. Our new trinomial is y squared plus 15y plus 14. The factors of 14 that have a sum of 15 are 1 and 14. Divide each factor by the lead coefficient we circle, which is 2. We can simplify the fraction 14 halves, giving us the factor y plus 7. Since we cannot simplify the fraction 1/2, we move the denominator 2 that it become the coefficient of y, giving us the factor 2y plus 1. Now don't forget about the original 2 we factored in the first step. All 3 factors of 4y squared plus 30y plus 14 are 2, 2y plus 1, and y plus 7. I'll leave you with a problem for you to try on your own. Factor the trinomial 6x squared minus 21x plus 9. You can find the answer in the description box below. Thank you for joining us here at Ms. Harris's math class, creating math nerds one lesson at a time. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on social media. Peace.